is a simple language. He could have picked it up very fast.
Oh, really?
Russian. All right, look, no, shut up. You, shut up, stop. I know. Okay, Russian's a lot of things. Simple's not one of them.
No, of course not. I thought so too. But Mr. Narahodo suggested it earlier,
Hold
so...
on!
Wow!
Don't deflect it on me!
Suzana threw him.
Wow!
The throbbing of your head since this morning. We have all suffered with it.
Gotta get in there somehow.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the second case of the Great Ace Attorney. Miss Pavlova is going to finally talk again.
No, she is not.
Time.
What did I say?
It's
You
too
did
late.
not. You did not unsubscribe. You did not. You left comments. You liked. How dare you?
Look.
Mr.
Miss
Shogunov, we
Pavlova
asked him
has
to be
the
very
floor now.
polite.
Look,
I'm
Miss
sorry,
Pavlova
Mr.
has the
Shogunov,
floor.
but I'm afraid I'm going to have to use my stand now. Emissary of Hell, go up, go
Oh,
up.
Go with
Go up, go up, go up, go up.
He's gonna send a snake on him.
I cannot make problems like this for everyone anymore.
These crewmen are your former comrades, I believe.
Yes. So when I decided to run away, I asked them to help me.
We all agreed to help. Everyone, together. She threw away everything. Her fame in the ballet. Mother Russia. We wanted to help our angel. I don't believe it.
Yeah, you weren't told.
You are right. We put sleeping drug in chicken last night.
Yes, I remember now. I did notice chewing on a lump of something strange and bitter at one point.
Duh. We cannot make all drug, how you say, dissolvable? Dissolve.
Ugh, talk about heavy seasoning.
At midnight in waters near Shanghai, we brought our angel on board. She was helped by comrade on shore with small fishing boat.
While all the passengers of the SS Borea slept soundly, thanks to the almost magical effects of the slumber-inducing potion their evening meals had contained.
So, if that's what happened, the only people awake on the ship last night were the crew, people who dislike chicken, and people who dislike the newly boarded passenger, Miss Pavlova.
I mean, Asogi counts on that second category.
Yeah, and that means it would have been possible for you. You could have used the emergency stop trick to lock Kazuma's cabin door. Also, what were you saying?
Oh, I was just saying, yeah, Asogi definitely counts as someone who dislikes chicken. But how does that make sense? Surely every cabin door would have ended up locked in that case, and there would have been complete chaos.
Oh, I wouldn't say so.
What?
Of course. Just like us, all the other passengers would have eaten their evening meal of chicken in their cabins, after which they would have been overwhelmed by tiredness because of the sleeping drug.
Quite. And accordingly, all passengers were already in their cabins for the night.
Yes!
The overwhelming majority of passengers would have habitually sleep with their cabin doors bolted anyway. And so not one of them would have found it remarkable to find the door locked in the morning. In summary, in order to fasten the bolt of a single cabin door on the ship, the culprit brought the entire vessel to an emergency stop in the early hours of the morning.
For one door.
I like Hosanaga's like, wait, no, that doesn't make any sense. Hosanaga, did you not bolt your cabin door?
You have talked a long time and said many things. I have most likely not listened to most of them. But
I am
what is
surprisingly
point?
used to that. The point is what I said earlier. There was somebody else present on the scene when the victim lost his life last night. Someone who left a message in Russian on the floor in an attempt to incriminate another. Someone who tried desperately to hide the broken fragments of glass that would reveal the culprit's identity. And someone who abused the ship's emergency stop procedure in order to lock a door. All told, a busy night.
But I don't know any about any of this. I am just a little girl.
Okay.
You like to speak with your long English words and explain your clever ideas.
I like how she was like, okay, I'm gonna tell the truth again, and then
But I'm
immediately,
just a girl.
never mind.
Yeah, right?
But I am Sailor, and sailors don't listen to long, boring stories. We don't believe.
You what? What are you talking about? Sailors listen to long stories.
They have to be good.
Okay.
Sailors like
Like
me,
it-
we trust only what we see with our eyes.
Can I interest you in the longest seafaring tale? It's called One Piece.
Oh,
No, I am still catching up.
A laudable trait.
What?
I am quite of the same disposition, my good man. Observation to me is everything. Mr. Naruhodo,
Oh, yes?
do you hear it? That accusatory cry of guilt on the wind.
We're in a metal boat. There's no wind.
Hey, Kazuma's headband was still flying. You don't know. The wind of Kazuma.
The wind.
Dang, you got me there. I have no answer to that.
What accusatory cry of guilt?
Sorry, you've lost me.
Proof of involvement, man. But you can't hear such a call with your ears. No. You must hear it with your eyes, for observation is the basis of all deduction.
Are you drunk?
Yes.
A little bit.
What are you talking about? Make sense, dumb Englishman!
I believe the time has come.
I should write this down, Mr. Naruhodo. Eyes
One-
can be used as ears.
For one final, logic and reasoning spectacular to expose the truth.
If you dance, I will throw you off window.
Too late.
You can
There's
try.
no window.
So, Mr. Naruhodo, your assistance, if you please.
With what exactly, Mr. Sholmes?
With observation, my dear fellow. Just as I said, of these two prevaricator... God damn it, I hate this man.
I can't.
Prevaricators?
Prevaricators? Yeah, I could. Sorry, I don't know either.
Yeah,
Prevaricators.
Us.
Prevaricators.
We are
Of these two
learning
prevaricated...
Yes!
Provocators.
Of these two prep students.
If you remember, Mr. Naruhodo, we know somebody tried to fabricate evidence, don't we? By tampering with the scene of Mr. Asogi's death. What we're looking for is some trace of evidence that one of these two was there when it happens.
Precisely. You were delightfully quick to grasp my meaning.
All right, I'll see what I can see. So we're
What do you mean
looking
you'll hear what
for-
you can see?
I'll hear what I can see. That sounds really wrong. Oh, that hurt my head. So we're looking for a trace of evidence that shows someone else was there last night when Kazuma died. Okay, well,
What the?
Hello.
Oh, there it is.
I want to get that checked out.
Oh, I could examine it. Okay, fine. Seaman Stroganoff. You seem to have quite a large purple stain on the back of your white uniform there.
Eh? Ah, yes, I don't know where the dirt comes from.
That's dirt.
The purple dirts.
Purple dirt, yes. Have you not been to Russia?
So nothing in particular comes to mind about the stain?
What are you trying to say?
It would appear that the significance of this stain has escaped your attention, Seaman. allow us to make it plain.
It's a very large purple stain on the back of Seaman Stroganoff's uniform.
Think what?
What made it?
Sorry.
And I think what made it is clear.
Indeed it is. So, Mr. Naruhodo, present the evidence that proves it.
So
My
Sholmes just
pleasure.
using his stand to freeze time so they can have this conversation?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay,
Alright.
alright, just making sure we're all on the same page on
The
that.
evidence that proves that what that stain on the back of Seaman Stroganoff's uniform really is, I think it's the picture because I don't have the ink thing, so it's the
I mean, what
picture,
about...
yeah?
never mind.
Yeah, the picture has the writing on it, so
Yep.
I don't know what else I'm supposed to present that shows it. So yes, it's this photograph and the ink it shows. That's what caused the stain on your uniform.
Ink!
A rather unusual color of ink. Purple.
Yay!
Ah, the penny drops. At last. Now you see the significance.
The Russian word on the floor next to the victim's body was written in purple ink. And the stain on the back of your uniform is ink of exactly the same color.
No, that is blue. You are all just colorblind. Red-green colorblind, very common.
It could have been indigo.
I'm actually red-green colorblind, fun fact.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
I can still see colors, it's just that shades of green and red get hard to distinguish. Like what looked like green lights to me looked orange. Or, no, what were green lights looked orange to me.
So the bed looks orange to you right now?
No, it's specifically, it's very, it doesn't happen very often. But sometimes when shades are involved, I can see it.
Oh.
It's mostly with lights, not so much with actual still pictures.
Okay.
If the ink had been dry, it couldn't possibly have stained your uniform in that way. Which means... you must have been present in the cabin, in the moments immediately after the ink was spilt.
Alright, yes. It was me. I did it. Everything.
Wow, that was surprisingly quick.
I arranged everything in Dead Student's cabin to make it look like Wardrobe Man did it. Then I pressed button to make Bria do emergency stop and bolt cabin door shut. I did everything so no one would suspect our angel.
Biff, please.
Nope, I did everything. I said it. Don't worry, Angel. Let me do talking. He was out there 1 in the morning. I was on duty, patrolling passageway. Then our angel came to me. She was white like sheet.
Biff, please. You must help me.
I went with her. The door to cabin number 1 was open.
It is very hard to say beef with a straight face, by the way.
When I looked inside, I saw student boy on floor. What happened here?
Please, don't tell anyone. My little one. My little furry friend.
Everything that happened in cabin is like Angel told you.
The kitten escaped through the ventilator into Mr. Sogi's cabin. Then he tripped over it and broke his neck when he fell to the floor?
Yes, that is right. So after the incident when the cat ran away, Miss Pavlova then visited the cabin next to hers?
That late at night?
Only to find its occupant lying lifeless on the floor.
Did Kazuma leave his door open?
He wasn't asleep.
I know, but it's
But still.
late.
Yeah.
She said she was worried when she heard sound of something falling on floor. That's when she went to look. No, Angel? The door was not locked. So she opened to look, and you already know what happened after.
Just one thing, if you wouldn't mind.
What?
When you went to Mr. Asogi's cabin, Miss Pavlova, was he already dead?
Why?
I already told you! When Nina opened door to student's cabin and looked inside.
I was asking Miss Pavlova.
Well, Miss Pavlova?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes, that is right. I saw him. It was dark, and he was wearing black, but he was on the floor, not moving. I was scared.
I understand. And I believe you.
So is that finally it now? Have we discovered the real truth about Kazuma's death at last?
Ah, something very nearly slipped my mind.
Oh? Mr. Sholmes?
This photograph. Yes, I took this myself, you know.
Good for you?
Okay, thanks for telling us. That's not helpful.
The cause of death was a broken neck. Therefore, the victim died instantly. And the unfortunate incident that precipitated these events, a kitten on which the victim stumbled. However, if those are the facts, there is one particular area in this photograph that seems to me somewhat unnatural.
What do you mean, unnatural?
What are your thoughts on the matter, Mr. Naruhodo?
Huh? Oh, well... If Kazuma tripped and fell, and by some terrible stroke of bad luck broke his neck, which part of this photographic print seems unnatural? I know what it is, but Lewis, or Final, or any of you guys, can you figure it out before I pick it?
I know what it is. So
I know
I'm not
what it
gonna
is
say
as
anything.
well.
Okay, Lewis, what is
can you
this?
figure it out?
Is it the finger?
No, we'll give you 2 more tries and then I'm gonna pick it.
Man, I don't know.
Okay, well, here, Lewis, let's say you're falling. What is your first instinct to do?
Not fall?
Okay. That's fair.
Open hand, close hand. Fist?
Fist! You got it!
Yep, that's
Yes.
Alright, if he really fell due to an unfortunate accident, then this fist just doesn't seem quite right.
The exact same thought occurred to me. In a fall, one's instinct is to open the palms flat. Yet here we see the victim with his left hand tightly balled into a fist. Almost, you might say, as though he were gripping something.
What do you mean?
Simply that I took the liberty of investigating the victim's fist a short while ago.
You did?
And what, pray, do you imagine I found there, my dear fellow?
Conclusive evidence, I'm sure, because this is an Ace Attorney game.
Yeah.
Mr. Sholmes, show us, please.
It's gonna be a receipt that says Maya's name.
Time travel.
Why, of course, my dear madam. Would I keep you in suspense?
Yes!
Yes!
Right
That's
now.
all you do! That is your whole brand!
This is what I found.
Okay.
Oh,
My god, it says Maya.
I don't believe it says anything of the sort, mysterious
You're right,
voice.
it says Emma!
I don't believe it says that either. But all right, it's A crescent moon with a little gemstone in the middle?
Yes, you're right. A crescent moon. It's very pretty, but what does it tell us?
It tells us nothing.
I'm not so sure. That crescent moon looks... It looks familiar somehow. I'm sure I've seen it somewhere before.
Yeah, in the sky.
Geek.
So I'm just gonna point out that Pavlova looks white as a sheet.
Yeah.
No big deal.
Observation.
I'm sure it has nothing to do with anything.
Nope.
Observation, Mr. Naruhodo. That is the key.
What?
The truth is...
I'm sorry, I'm distracted by
What?
everything else that's been going on. What?
Observation is key. What?
What?
The truth is now tantalizingly close.
Is it now?
The thing I like about Sholmes is that when we first got with him, it was like, you're a complete idiot. And now, as the cases progress, it's just like, oh, wait, no, he knows what he's talking about. What the hell?
He knows. He definitely knows. He's just loves playing the idiot, I swear to God. How did that crescent moon come to be in Cosmo's clenched fist?
This is the final clue. The last piece of the puzzle. Ask yourself, what does this little crescent moon mean? What significance has it?
See, it's little things like this where Herlock at the end where he really does actually know what he's doing. That
Hey, do me a favor. Can you open the evidence?
Not at this moment. I don't have it.
Okay.
And observe. Find the answer with your own eyes.
I don't think I can. Yeah, I still can't open it. So, there's one of them.
The other.
Oh. Blech.
Thanks, Susato. That's not.
What? Okay.
She has such petite ears among that beautiful hair. Like pink shells.
Oh, what's that? There's something attached to her ear.
Ah, I expect that's what's called an earring. It's a little piece of jewelry.
I don't think earrings were a thing yet in Japan. Huh? An earring.
Well, this
it?
isn't Japan. This is
Really
Russia.
is tiny. This is.
It's a boat.
It's a boat.
It's a boat.
Perhaps part of it is missing. Maybe it broke off.
Yes. You're almost there, Susato. Keep going.
Give me a moment, mysterious voice. I'm trying to catch up here.
There are 2 wolves inside of you.
God.
So now, all that's... to be fair, mysterious voice, I don't think Inspector Hosonaga figured this out at all.
Oh.
So now that all that's left is the clasp parts that attaches to the ear.
If that's the case, she doesn't appear to have noticed that it's broken. And now, we're gonna do the thing. Yes! Miss Pavlova, I noticed that on your ear. Even though you have a metal earring, the decorative part of it seems to be missing. The little link holding it on must have broken, I suppose.
Eh? What?
But looking at your other ear, I noticed a crescent moon.
Ah! I don't believe it.
Now, the missing crescent moon was found in the victim's clenched fist. Clearly there is only one logical conclusion. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Naruhodo?
Yes. Miss Pavlova, Mr. Asogi must have grasped that crescent moon and pulled it from your ear. Perhaps just moments before you fell to the floor. In other words, last night, in Mr. Asogi's cabin, you witnessed the moment when the victim fell with your own eyes. In fact, you were quite literally at arm's length with him. But then the question is, why did Mr. Asogi do that? Why did he pull your earring from your ear and hold it in his clenched fist during his final moments?
Oh no.
Angel?
No one can protect you now. Please, Miss Pavlova, tell us the truth for the 100th time. Last
For
night,
like the 8th time.
what did you do to Kazuma? Oh, she screamed in Russian. I think she screamed no. Was that no?
Yeah, I think she screamed "Niet."
Not gonna lie, I thought that was you.
I don't know. I don't know Russian.
When I think about everything that happened yesterday, it was too much. Running away, the fishing boat in the middle of the night, trying to climb onto this huge ship. And then, when I was at last in this cabin, and I could relax after this horrible long day. Daka, wait! I couldn't believe it when she disappeared through the ventilator. I tried to call her with a little whistle. I tried waving her favorite toy. But nothing worked. Daka would not come back.
Oh boy.
What are you doing here at this time of night, Inspector?
Hello, sir.
Oh. I'm sorry. I thought it was a friend of mine.
See? It's the winds. We followed the winds. There it is.
The young man from your country. He was very polite and kind. He helped me to find Daka, and he promised not to tell anyone. But then, when I had my friend in my arms again, and I was going to leave the man's cabin...
The moment. Sorry, but...
Oh, yes?
I'm sure I know your face. I've seen you somewhere before. Ah, of course. You're Nikolina Pavlova, aren't you? The Russian ballerina.
Oh, no wonder she freaked.
Huh? No, I don't know that name. My heart nearly stopped when he said that. He knew who I was. How could this man from a land in a faraway east know a Russian ballerina?
You're in a newspaper.
Yeah.
A Russian newspaper, but yeah.
So I saw your performance in Japan. The beauty of the ballet made a deep impression on me. But, what are you doing on this ship? I'm sure I read that your ballet company was performing in Shanghai at the moment.
I can't fool him. I have to tell him the truth, and hope he doesn't tell anyone. I have no other choice.
I see. So you've run away.
Please keep my secret. Don't tell anyone.
Give me a moment. I could use another opinion here.
He's going to pull that cord. He's going to tell the captain. Why did I think I could trust him?
Isn't the captain in cahoots, though?
Yeah, that part didn't make any sense.
Right? I was like...
Then it happened. Everything at once. It was only a second, but it felt like forever.
Did she know the entire ship was in cahoots?
I shouted. And then... Daka jumped out of my arms and down to the young man's feet. And... as he turned around to look at me...
Ooh! Oh! I felt that!
God, I felt that too.
I pushed him. I don't even know why. I don't know why I did it. I was just so scared. And I had to stop him from telling anyone about me.
And that's when you went to fetch help from Seaman Stroganoff, who was on duty out in the passageway.
I heard Nina cry out and thud on floor, so I ran to her. She was standing at cabin door, shaking like leaf. She looked at me and said,
Help me, Beef. If they find out, I be... Please, I have nowhere to go.
So you decided to help. And that's when you arranged things in Kazuma's cabin to make it look like I did it. So that no one would suspect the passenger in the cabin next door.
yes. I went into cabin and I looked around to make sure there was nothing to show Nina was there. And then I found Stowaway in wardrobe, still sleeping.
Right. That's when he found me.
So you worked out a plan to lay blame on the stowaway.
I closed wardrobe doors and put back strange paper sign.
Luckily for me, that's the only reason Susato-san started to believe me when I said I was innocent.
I dragged young man's body to good place and used ink that was spilling to write on floor. I wrote wardrobe so that person who found them would look inside wardrobe and find Stowaway.
And tell me, what of the glass bell?
It was by my feet, so I picked it up.
I see.
But it was dark in the cabin. I did notice the other half.
Then Angel went back to her cabin and I finished job.
By pressing the emergency alarm button in the passageway.
Yes.
Accordingly, the SS Burya did indeed come to an emergency halt at a little after 2 a.m., thus enticing the bolt on the cabin door to slide shut, creating the locked room mystery.
There's still one thing I don't understand, Miss Pavlova.
What?
Well, you said that you told Kazuma about the fact that you'd run away from your homeland. And it's because you were worried he was going to tell the captain that you pushed him. Isn't that right?
Yes.
But even if he had pulled the bell cord and called for the captain of the ship, aren't you friends with every member of the crew? Thank you, Ryunosuke.
Yeah.
Why would that have been a problem?
It was what he said first that made me scared.
What he said first? Oh, he said Inspector.
What are you doing here at this time of night, Inspector? Oh. I'm sorry. I thought it was a friend of mine.
He said an inspector was his friend.
Yes, meaning me,
And Hosonaga definitely would have known.
who was supposed to be acting as his bodyguard.
I thought that if police knew about me, they would arrest me.
Okay, that's a valid concern.
So before he could pull the belt cord, I...
May I stop you a moment, please, Miss Pavlova? It just doesn't seem to make sense. I mean, was Mr. Asogi really going to pull the bell cord? I don't know.
What?
What do you think, Mr. Naruhodo?
Well, I'm not Kazuma, so I can't know for certain. But... he was a man of his word. If he told you he wouldn't give your secret away, then he wouldn't have done.
No, he was walking over to it. He was going to pull the cord. He was going to make them send me back.
Well, Mr. Naruhodo. The day's work is not yet not yet done, it seems. There is one more deduction to make.
What? Another deduction?
Yes. What action was the victim really about to take at that moment?
He says, like we don't all know.
Can we determine whether the young man's gaze was directed?
Yeah, it was directed at his bed. He wanted to go consult the monster under it.
First, consider the victim's location within his cabin.
That's easy. I remember every detail of that room. I mean, yes, I spent quite a lot of time in the wardrobe, but still, that cabin has been my home for this entire voyage.
This is how the cabin looked last night when Miss Pavlova visited Kazuma-sama.
Sorry.
Sama.
Sama.
Look, she's been like Mr. this, Mr. that, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh yeah, Japanese honorifics. I'm like, pick one.
Well, that's to indicate they're speaking Japanese. When they're not speaking Japanese, then they will speak, they will not have the honorifics.
Oh.
This is how they indicate when the character's speaking English or Japanese in the game. If it's two Japanese characters talking amongst themselves, they will revert to honorifics to indicate they're speaking in Japanese. That's how the Yes, that's how the localization approached the whole aspect of when are they speaking English and when are they speaking Japanese.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yes.
But also, Sholmes was just right here, and now she's talking as if Sholmes is part of the conversation.
It's exactly
And
how
we
it
know
was.
Sholmes doesn't know Japanese.
Great ace attorney.
Are you ready then, Mr. Naruhodo?
This song is murdering me slowly inside.
Let's listen to it longer.
I'm trying to keep it together over here. Yes, if there's one thing I've learned today, it's that a simple gaze can reveal all manner of truths. And not only that, in order to draw the right conclusion, you can't afford to be out by even a little bit when you're following the gaze to where it lands. So when he turned away from Miss Pavlova, what exactly was Kazuma looking at? Well, first I'm gonna actually hit the bed because that's actually an achievement.
Oh, really?
Yes. His bed. This is the only time you can interact with the bed. I remember him being annoyed about the pillow. He said it was too thin. Didn't he put that big, thick book of Japanese law underneath it, in fact? Perhaps he was thinking of looking something up. Either that or talking to Miss Pavlova made him acutely tired. See, there it is.
Pillow
Okay.
perfectionist.
Pillow
Because
perfectionist.
I remember when I beat this case, I was like, wait, there is an achievement to do with something with the bed? What did I miss? And
This
now
is
I know.
the only place you can do it. This scene alone. This is, you have to hit it
Wow.
here or you miss it. Take that! Anyways, the wardrobe. Considering everything that had happened last night, certainly it may have looked as though Kazuma was going to ring the bell cord.
Yes, however... what is directly beside the bell cord? The wardrobe.
The wardrobe.
And, more importantly, what was inside the wardrobe? The man's great friend, sleeping soundly.
Miss Pavlova, please, think back very carefully. What were Mr. Asogi's exact words last night?
Give me a moment. I could use another opinion here.
Another opinion.
Yes, but not from a member of the crew. No, Mr. Asogi intended to consult his close friend on the matter. To see if, between them, they might be able to help in some way, no doubt.
Oh, no.
Sadly, we can't know the truth for certain now. It's too late for that. But I wish you had made sure of what Mr. Asogi was looking at. Things may have ended very differently if you had.
Anyway, jail, right?
I mean, it's still technically an accident. She didn't intend to get him killed by pushing him.
Someone
Also, she's like
died.
15.
That is murder. Murder is murder.
Come on.
It was an accident, though. She panicked.
Yeah.
Her reasoning makes absolute sense. She absolutely panicked. She went through a lot of shit that day. Yes, it doesn't excuse what happened, but I understand where she was coming from.
Look,
Yeah.
Lewis, she isn't a
I'm
catchy.
going to
Okay, this is
let
different.
me go ahead and quote something to you from Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Huh?
Cool motive, still murder.
That wasn't even a motive. She was just trying to stop him from. She wasn't trying to kill him. Like I think that the matter of like if this was to go to trial, thank God it's not. But if this was to go to trial, the matter of intent was she didn't intend to kill him, and that's a different thing. Murder is a very specific type of jurisdiction.
Well, what would it be called then?
Probably third-degree manslaughter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man, I really don't know anything.
Miss Pavlova.
Like, it's still manslaughter. A life was still lost.
Yes. But also, this sucks.
Yeah, it just
It
sucks.
does.
This. I find out of everything that I've gone through, this is probably the worst reveal of what happened. Because technically, no one was really in the wrong in the sense. She had a valid reason for why she was like the way she did. She didn't want to kill him. It just happened that way.
Yeah.
I want to see the alternate timeline where Sogi's just pushed onto the floor, lands on his ass, and just goes, "What was that for?"
Where's the timeline where he just landed on the mattress?
I want to thank you for finally admitting the truth.
And luckily, there's no timeline where it's just like most Ace Attorney case where it's just like, aha, I'm the evil villain.
I guess that's kind of why I appreciate this particular case, because
Yeah.
there's really no evil person, per se, in this scenario. But, unfortunately, the truth is, a man lost his life because of what you did. And that will never change. I hope you'll never forget that.
I'm sorry. Really, I'm so sorry. What have I done?
Anyway, she's still probably going to jail.
And so, at long last, the mystery surrounding the tragic accident on the SS Brea was finally laid to rest. I need to breathe. That was a very charge of emotion to do that.
The need tissues.
I do need tissues. 9th of January.
I'm just happy to be here.
9th of January, 7:14 p.m. SS Brea First Class Cabin Passageway. What will happen to Miss Pavlova now, then?
Once we reach Great Britain, she'll be handed over to the British police at Scotland Yard.
What about the fact that she ran away from Russia? Won't the Russians try to repatriate her? Repatriate?
Repatriate.
Repatriate her. Thank you.
Apparently, the English detective can speak to the immigration office and sort all that out.
Mr. Sholmes can do that?
Apparently.
So she won't be going back to Russia then?
No, I don't think so. Even if she wanted to return in the future, I doubt she would be able to. She ran away, so now she's in exile for life.
I see.
I'm sorry.
Seaman Stroganoff?
I wanted to help our angel, no matter what. But I didn't think about you. About how you lost a good friend. I will go with Nina. I will give myself to British police.
That's kind of you. Gotta do this animation. In the meantime,
One more time.
thank you for letting me go free again.
One more for the road!
Kazuma Steph feels like such a waste, but... Well, do what you can for Miss Pavlova, won't you?
Yeah. Well, I'm afraid you need to pack now. We're due to arrive in Hong Kong tomorrow. As much as it pains me, I'm going to have to hand you over to the consul to arrange your passage back to Japan.
Yes. I did stow away after all. I couldn't really expect any different.
So, you should get back to your cabin now.
And now everything is sad. It looks like my study tour to Great Britain is over before it's even begun then. To think that only days ago, Kazuma and I were laughing together about how we teared up the streets of London. It seems like a distant memory now. Oh, what's that? Is it someone weeping? Oh my god, this is really sad! Susato-san?
How did you not notice her in the cabin?
Look, his mind's kind of elsewhere right now. He just lost his best friend.
Naruto-san, I didn't know you had returned.
Oh, well, I haven't been back long. Inspector Hosonaga just told me I should pack. You know, ready to leave the ship tomorrow and all that. Oh.
I still can't believe this has happened. I can't believe someone's life can be over just like that.
Susato-san.
He had such grand ideas for his visit to Great Britain. Too many dreams. And now they've been cruelly taken away. Just as he has. I thought I could never forgive the person responsible. But now we know the truth. That it was just an accident. Just a silly series of mishaps. Too much, Naruhodo-san. It's just too much.
Yeah, I know.
I wish there was something I could say. Oh, shit.
It's
right.
okay, understandable. I wasn't sure if it was Hosonaga or Sholmes or whatever.
So, how did you like my Sholmes impression? I've been working on it.
Very good.
Not quite the time, Mr. Hosonaga.
I thought, you know, we could use a laugh right now. No, bad time. Okay, alright.
Inspector,
My duty was to see Asogi-san safely to Great Britain. But I failed. And caused his two closest friends great pain and suffering as a result. I've let everyone down.
Oh.
And I will do anything to make up for my terrible blunder.
Nobody blames you, Inspector.
Untrue, I blame me.
And I'm free again now at the... Sir! Sir!
Surprised, Mr. Naruhodo?
What the hell? What is the meaning of this?
Oh, a trifling matter. Simply then in my head, I think I shall always picture you wearing those shackles.
Why?
Oh!
Where'd you get him?
Without them, the balance seems all wrong. It's distracting.
But where did he
You're
get them?
distracting!
Did you
Sorry?
get them from Stroganoff? Like, hang on.
I can believe that.
So I decided to restore them, for old time's sake, shall we say. You are a stowaway after all.
He thinks this is funny?
Or someone died.
Right?
Mr. Sholmes, we do appreciate all your assistance. I'd like to thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Not at all, not at all. And though it's a little late, may I may I offer my sincere condolences. The loss of your companion is truly heartrending. I hope that you will be able to fulfill some of his aspirations in his honor.
I'm afraid that won't be possible. We shall be disembarking at the next port, in Hong Kong. We have to return to Japan and make a full report about everything that's happened.
What? Wait a minute. It's just me that has to go back, isn't it? I mean, I was the stowaway.
The terms of the study tour were negotiated by the Department of Justice in both Great Britain and Japan. It was to be 1 lawyer and 1 assistant.
Was to be?
In the light of Mr. Asogi's unfortunate death, I'm afraid the study tour can no longer go ahead.
Oh no. I don't care for me, but... Poor Susato-san.
My dear fellows, the majority of problems have an extremely simple solution, you know. All you require is 1 lawyer, and the study tour can continue, surely.
There's no one else with necessary qualifications, Mr. Sholmes. We know of no other lawyer, unless you're telling me you could be one.
Not legally, anyway.
Qualifications, you say? Any qualifications obtained in your own country will be of little value in Great Britain, I'm afraid.
Oh, but...
But anyway, the voyage to London still promises a good month of time. Ample opportunity, I would say, to find yourselves another suitable lawyer.
Yes.
Alright, think about it, Ryanosuke. Miss Susato?
Yes?
Do you think perhaps I might be able to do it?
Ah!
But you're not a lawyer, Mr. Naruhodo. Oh, unless... Are you studying law?
No, I'm not, but...
I'm sorry. In that case, I don't think there's even a chance it could work.
But as I said, there is still more than a month before we reach England's shores. Isn't that right, Mr. Naruhodo?
Yes, I have a month in which to study. To learn what I must to become a lawyer in a month. Okay.
A month is just enough time for a shonen training arc.
Alright. My favorite shonen training arc, law school. You know, pass the bar in 1 month.
Jesus
Totally easy.
Easy.
Mr.
And
Naruhodo.
then after that, you'll go to the Forest of Death and have to fight the other lawyers.
What?
That's ridiculous! Are you seriously suggesting anybody could learn all of that in just 40 days?
There's only one way to find out. I mean, if Naruhodo's determined, he'll do it. I would work my fingers to the bone, Inspector. Every single day. Will you let me try? And if, by the time you reach Great Britain, I haven't learned enough to be recognized as a lawyer, I'll take whatever punishment is deemed appropriate.
But why put yourself in such a difficult position?
Lawyering is not easy. For Kazuma. He said that there was something he had to do in Great Britain, and that he would sacrifice anything to make it happen. He was passionate about it. I can't let all that passion just come to nothing. And anyway, it's for my own benefit too. I will become a lawyer. I have to. What do you say, Miss Susato?
I think you just said the money shot trailer line.
God, the amount of times I've heard that line.
Oh, that's cute.
Huh?
I think it's a wonderful idea.
It's her theme. We are rewarded her theme. Thank you.
Yo, how long have we been going, actually?
Almost an hour.
Oh my god!
So, what does our bespectacled inspector friend say?
At least with this video.
Are you serious?
Yes, we have been going for an hour, Hosonaga.
One lawyer and one assistant. The numbers are indisputable.
Yes, thanks. I know how to count. No! This is madness!
Yet fascinating, wouldn't you agree?
Sholmes is just
No!
having fun.
Fascinating?
Duty and rules are the dull routine of existence that we all abhor. Give us interest, give us fascination.
Give us stability! Give us paychecks! Speak for yourself!
Besides, qualifications are no measure of a man. What matters is his character, no?
Man, I wish that was a thing in real life.
Man,
So do I.
And you've witnessed ample evidence of this man's exemplary character today with your own eyes.
Also in a
I mean,
court
twice,
case.
really.
Yeah,
You were
twice.
there for the other one, too.
From the early hours of this morning until this very moment now. Despite contending with the passage of his close companion, and despite the accusation of guilt,
Not even the first time he's been accused of guilt.
Right?
this man has shown resourcefulness, intelligence, and above all, courage.
He's got the Triforce.
Very well. This is stupid, but very well. I'll think of a clever way to word my report to the Department of Justice. No big deal, just the Department of Justice.
Inspector.
After all, I did just make a promise, didn't I? I said that I'd do anything at all to make up for my shortcomings here.
You sure
I guess
did.
I guess this counts as anything.
Oh, thank you, Inspector.
Oh, don't thank me yet. I'm probably gonna get more than a punch to the face this time. If you'll excuse me, I must pay a visit to the captain's quarters, I think. I need to discuss what to do next, and how best to make my report.
Good luck, Hosonaga. I don't want to be in your shoes right now.
Don't thank me yet. Thank me after I get punched in the face. That's when I'll really want to hear it.
Are you really prepared to attempt this, Mr. Naruhodo?
Yes, I'm going to try. I wonder, would you consider teaching me what I need to know? Everything about being a lawyer.
With your magic textbook.
With all the knowledge in that book.
I would be delighted to help you. I am your judicial assistant after all.
Thank you.
And, Miss Naruhodo, I'd like you to take charge of this.
What? Me? Are you sure?
I'm sure it's what Kazuma-sama would have wanted. Its name is Karuma. It's a great sword that's been in his Sosogi clan for generations.
Very well. I accept. I'll treasure it always. Karuma. So then, Mrs. Sato. It seems we'll be working together for some time to come yet.
It will be an honor, Mr. Naruhodo. And for the next 40 days, I shan't grant you a single minute of freedom. We shall fill every spare moment with study.
Thanks, I hate it.
Yes, that's exactly what I need.
No, I hate it.
He says that, but he's gonna regret it.
But before we begin, I have an earnest favor to ask of you, too.
Goodness. What is it?
Please throw me to the ground.
What are you saying?
3 times.
What?
I should never have doubted you. You were Kazuma-sama's closest friend. Of course, you would have never done anything to hurt him. That should have been obvious to me from the start. But I allowed suspicion to get the better of me. And no matter how upset I was feeling, it was completely unforgivable behavior.
No, you were in shock. You just found out about me stowing away, and the cabin door was locked.
No, I won't let you make excuses for me. Whatever the circumstances, I should never have thrown you, and not just once, but 5 times.
Huh?
Wait, the number's going up.
That number keeps creeping up, doesn't it?
Stop reading my mind, Rinosuke! Get out!
No!
Hey, he is your ancestor after all, Phoenix.
There are 2 wolves inside of me.
Please, you must. Just take hold of me and throw me. Do it. Don't even think about it.
No, I don't even know how. I've never thrown anyone in my life.
Very wise, Mr. Naruhodo. It isn't a skill one acquires without considerable training.
Oh, Mr. Sholmes.
Yes, he's still here.
I observed your throwing technique several times with great interest. I confess, I was most impressed.
Nice rhyme? When did he see that? That's a good question, actually.
I presume that would be a form of Japanese wrestling?
No, no.
Oh, well, in a way, it's not wrestling, but my own interpretation of an ancient jujitsu.
Jujutsu?
Word
What the heck
vomit. Word vomit. No. Sorry.
Well, in a way, it's not wrestling, but my own interpretation of an ancient jujitsu technique.
I'm glad y'all are enjoying talking about the Susato takedown, but some of us need to eat lunch!
Apparently,
Susato!
it's called the Susato takedown. He leaves your head swimming, believe me.
How beguiling. I am a practitioner of the combatant arts myself. I am a somewhat accomplished boxer.
Well, it is Boxing Day.
There he goes,
Oh, God!
dancing around again.
I wonder if you'd be so kind as to instruct me on the technique of your arresting throw.
Yes, I'd be honored.
Please throw Sholmes. I know
Throw
you
him,
won't,
throw
but
him.
I really want to.
Then let us not delay. Then let us not dally. Demonstrate, my dear madam.
Throw him!
Throw him right now! Do it! Throw him!
Oh, of course.
Throw him!
Don't look
Oh,
at me!
Are you ready, Miss Naruhodo?
No, him!
Sorry?
Throw him! God damn it!
Trust me, I wish she had thrown Sholmes.
As you can see, you throw from the abdomen.
Oh yes, arresting indeed. And that is what you term the Susato takedown, is it?
Actually, no, that was a Susato squash.
What's the difference? I am still upside down!
One is named after a vegetable, Naruhodo-sama.
Oh, in my groggy state of consciousness, a scene from an even recently spent with Kazuma flickered into my mind. You know, for the longest time we couldn't decide if it was spelled Karuma or Karma. But I guess the localization is gonna go with Karma. But, when I went through it, we called it Karma, as in Varn Karma.
I don't know. Don't sully the sword.
That's right. It's a prized sword that's been passed down through generations of the Asogi clan.
I can't believe you managed to get permission to bring it with you. I mean, taking a katana on a study tour is more than a little regular, surely.
I see the sword my family stole a century ago is going
Get
to
out of here,
be...
Karma! Nobody wants you!
Old man! You are in jail! None of this!
The
I did
Japanese-
not go through that trial to listen to this dude again.
Okay then. A Japanese man's sword is his soul, Ryunosuke. I can't be parted from my katana.
Don't worry about it. It's the future and you won't be alive to know.
Karma guides me. I truly believe that. And not that crazy person or whoever the hell that was.
So its name compels its wielder to slice evil in two? Not that you would need much compelling.
Oh my god, it contains the soul of Sanger Zonbolt. On that subject, There's something very important that I have to do in Great Britain. And I'll sacrifice anything to make it happen. I'd appreciate you seeing it through with me.
Of course I will. Whatever it is, I'll see it through to the end with you. Do you even know? Do you even know?
I knew you wouldn't let me down.
You just said yes.
Would that
and
have
I
changed his
didn't tell
answer? Would that have changed his answer? That's the question.
He's already on the ship. Bit late to change the answer now.
Yeah, the important thing he had to do. I still don't know what that was. And you said yes anyway. All right.
He was already on the boat.
But I'm going
They're
to
in love.
see. But I'm going to see the place for myself and work it out. In Great Britain's capital, London. The end. We did it.
All right, time for this
Oh my God, I'm so
23-year-old
hungry.
to learn all of law from a 16-year-old in 1 month.
It's
Yeah.
been 84 years. I'm starving.
Hey, crash course candidate. Oh God. You know, I'm gonna save the game because it didn't actually start the next case, so that's good. We're gonna save over this. We're gonna go back to the menu. It's gonna leave me there. Cool. We're finally going to Britain, guys.
Oh God! Finally.
Go.
Carriage.
You may go eat the food, and we shall see you all starting episode 3 in the next video. See you guys then.